Hello everybody, welcome to JAIIB English Medium channel. I hope all of you are doing fine. Today in this particular video, we will be talking about the principles and practices of banking. We have covered two similar kind of videos for module A and B. Today we will be targeting module C, the most important topics to be covered for the PPB examination, which will be held in May 2026. Okay, so if you have not seen those videos, the previous videos, I highly recommend that after the session is over, go to those two videos and see for yourself that what are the most important topics for module A and B. Why I am saying this? Because in PPB we have seen that maximum questions are being asked from journal banking operations, which is module A, and functions of banking, which is module B, the deposits and the advances section. Okay, so do not ignore these particular modules. From here you can expect 50 to 60% of your questions, and if you have a strong hold on these two particular modules A and B, definitely you stand a chance to crack this examination with more than 60 marks. Okay, so today we'll be focusing on these units, unit number 42 to 50 for the module C, that states banking technology. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, one particular piece of information for all of you: what kind of question can be asked from module C. In module A and B, more or less we know that case study based questions have been asked, data based questions have been asked, the appellate or the jurisdiction based questions have been asked. But when we talk about module C, since it is about the technological aspect, mostly the questions will be multiple statement based. This is the particular type of question which can be asked from the module C, and sometimes we have seen that case study based questions are also there. So we need not to worry about the types of questions, at least in module C, because they are more or less doable if you cover the most important topics which are here in front of you. So when you talk about the banking technology, it starts off with the essentials of bank computerization. How the computerization started, what do we mean by core banking, what is the network technology utilized by the banks. These two topics, if you know, definitely one question will be there from case studies and you can easily solve these particular questions. Next is operational aspect of CBS environment. This chapter you should not miss at all. Why? Because this pertains to the actual, or you can say ongoing thing which you use on daily basis in the banks, and IIBF wants you to test such type of questions. So EOD, BOD, password control, all these topics, the end of day, beginning of day, password control, how it happens, direct case study based question can be asked. Fine, taking one example, that supposingly Raj is there being a banker, he has forgotten the password of his system. Now what are the various parameters which he can control right now, right away after forgetting the password, and what should be done at the banks, and such kind of questions, tricky questions can be there. Then we have the ADC, alternate delivery channels. Very important. You must be knowing that in deposits as well as in advances section, direct contact with the customer is there. But when you talk about ATM, when you talk about the internet banking, there is no direct contact. You have provided the facility of ATM card, or for that matter internet banking facility to the customer, and the customer is free to use it within its own limit. Fine, all those are covered under your alternate delivery channel, the digital banking, ATMs, and in this these alternate delivery channels, maximum time we have seen questions based on turnaround time. That if, just imagine, there is a complaint, fine, that particular case will be there. A customer has a specific complaint that my account has been debited by rupees 200, but there was no intimation as such from the banks, and I am losing my money on regular basis. In order to detect what is the issue, what is the actual TAT, what is the turnaround time for the particular bank, like that questions will be asked from your ADC. Then we have data communication networks and EFT, electronic fund transfer system. From here, maximum times we have seen that question based on SWIFT has been asked. What is SWIFT? Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. And in SWIFT, this time around in May 2026, we can expect a question because certain modifications, amendments have been made to the SWIFT framework. Okay. Apart from that, EFT system, most of you must be knowing that electronic fund transfer system. We have the NEFT, RTGS, which we have studied somewhat in the RBWM also, and we use it on regular basis in our banks as well. So EFT systems, simple questions are also asked from module C. Then we have digital payment systems. From here, you must know the genesis of the electronic payment system in our country, how the digital platforms have evolved in our country thanks to NPCI's intervention. Fine. So NPCI as an organization, you must know end to end, and what all initiatives NPCI has taken. They are highly important for our examination. Next, we have impact of technology adoption and trends in banking technology, how the banking technology has evolved, evolution of banking technology. You can say that this particular theme is there, but when we talk about the scope of asking question, it is less in case of your impact of technology adoption. But the trends in banking technology, the latest initiatives or the apps, questions related to these apps has been asked in 2023 initially, when the examination pattern has changed. From there, we have seen that latest apps were asked, and the difference between TechFin and FinTech was tested using that particular question. So you should be knowing all the important updates in your bank as well as the financial world altogether. Then security considerations, mitigation measures in banks, information system audit and security. So IS, you must be knowing, all those specialist officers who are watching this video under the IT department, if you are working, then nowadays banks are very much serious about the information systems. Why? Because mostly we have seen that data protection has been breached thanks to the information which has been passed on by the customer, or for that matter, they have been stolen by some perpetrators. For that, we have information system audit, and that is the most important topic under the security consideration and mitigation measures. Right? Then we have operational aspects of cyber crimes, fraud, risk management in cyber, fraud versus crime. What is the basic difference? Statement based question, as I was telling you earlier, that statement based question you can expect from the module C. And what are the basics of your fraud, how we define fraud, how it is different from a particular crime. When we talk about SAS, how it is different from IAS. When we talk about the overall structure of various protection which are provided against the fraud management by the IT Act, Information Technology Act, how the perpetrators are breaching our system, what about the cyber crime types, all these questions can be asked from your operational aspects. Then we have the last and the most important one when we talk about the evolving questions, the type of questions are evolving from module C. It's because of this chapter only. Technology trends in banking, e-rupee, fintech, regtech, subtech, hashtag banking, etc. All those terms which are evolving in the fintech world, all those are very important. Whenever we talk about some initiatives of RBI, they are important related to the fintech. When there is any update regarding the messengers which we are using right now, be it the WhatsApp or Telegram, they are also important. How the technology has been integrated with the WhatsApp and your respective bank, why the banks or the RBI, the regulator, is now having the direct communication with the customers, with the citizens of our country via WhatsApp channel. So these are the latest things which you must know, because they can ask in the case studies. Okay. So overall, these were the topics which you should not leave if you are preparing for the principles and practices of banking module C. Okay. But be very clear when we talk about module C, do not directly jump to module C or module D, because ultimately if you are not scoring good marks from general banking operation and functions of bank, there is no utilization of the marks you will be scoring in module C and D, because they are very less. The number of questions are not that high as compared to the earlier two modules. You can see for yourself na, there are in total 41 units when we talk about module A and B. So scope of asking questions is high. Why? Because total number of units are only 55. After 41, you are left with what? Only 14 units, which are being distributed between these two modules. Okay, so 41 units, you must have a strong hold on those. Only then you should focus on module C and D. But first priority must be given to the module B. This is the most important module. Direct questions will be asked in May 2026 examination. Fine. So this was it for today's class. If you have any kind of doubt, feel free to ask me in the comment section. And if you want to know about the courses which we have, so the increment batch 2.0, already the classes are ongoing for IIFS there, and for PPB English medium will be starting the classes from 5th of December. Fine. 5th December will be having the orientation class, and this orientation class will be there on YouTube as well. So make an informed decision, save the date, that is 5th December, watch the orientation class here on YouTube, and then only decide whether you should go for the paid courses or not. Fine. So this was it for today. We will see you in the next session. Till then, goodbye everybody. Take care.